Our first story takes us to the desolate outskirts of a forgotten town, a place where shadows stretch long and secrets linger in the darkness. It's here we meet Mark, a stoic security guard hardened by years of solitary night shifts. Mark had seen his fair share of strange occurrences, but nothing could prepare him for the terror that awaited him at the abandoned Blackwood factory. The factory, a once thriving hub of industry, now stood as a skeletal monument to a bygone era. Locals whispered tales of a tragic accident that had shut down the factory, claiming the lives of several workers. Their souls, they said, never left. Mark, a man of logic and reason, scoffed at such superstitions. His job was simple: patrol the premises, ensure no trespassers, and report any unusual activity. The first few nights were uneventful, the silence broken only by the creaking of the dilapidated building and the rustling of rats in the walls. One night, however, the silence was shattered. A piercing scream, filled with terror and agony, echoed through the desolate halls of the factory. Mark, his heart pounding in his chest, immediately grabbed his flashlight and ran towards the source of the sound. The scream seemed to have originated from the factory floor, a vast expanse of rusted machinery and shattered glass. The air hung heavy with a cold, oppressive presence. Mark's flashlight beam danced across the shadows, revealing nothing but dust and decay. Suddenly, a flicker of movement in the far corner of the room caught his eye. He swung his flashlight towards it, his heart pounding in his ears. Standing in the dim light, partially obscured by shadows, was a figure. It appeared to be a man, tall and gaunt, wearing what looked like a tattered worker's uniform. His face, however, was obscured by the darkness. Mark called out, his voice trembling slightly, "Sir, this is private property. Identify yourself." The figure remained motionless, silent. Mark, his unease growing, took a step closer, his hand hovering over the baton on his belt. "Sir, I need to see some identification. Please step into the light." As he took another step, the figure slowly turned its head towards him. Mark's blood ran cold. The figure's face was pale, gaunt, and twisted in a horrifying grimace of pain and anger. Its eyes, wide and hollow, seemed to burn with an eerie, unnatural light. Mark stumbled back, his breath catching in his throat. He had never seen anything like it before. This was no living being. This was something else, something evil. So there you have it, my fiends. 3 terrifying tales from the darkness, whispered from those who dared to work when the world slept. Remember, these are not just stories, but chilling glimpses into a reality where the veil between our world and the supernatural wears thin. If you found yourself on the edge of your seat, clinging to every chilling word, then give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more journeys into the heart of darkness. And should you find yourself working the late shift, remember these tales and keep one eye open. You never know what might be lurking in the shadows. Until next time, my fiends, pleasant nightmares.